Hey, what's up, guys? It's Craig Syracusa, Walk of Faith. Happy Friday. It's January 29th. Can you believe the month is over? If you want to follow along, the sense of his plan. I remain confident of this. I will see the goodness of the Lord, and that's Psalm. Is there anything in your life that just doesn't make sense? You've tried to figure it out, but the question persists. Why would God allow such difficulties to plague you? You're not alone. The greatest earthly ruler of Israel, David, most likely felt this way at times after God called him to be king. David spent years running from King Saul, who actively sought to kill him. David must have wondered, why was he taking so long to place him on the throne? It might have been confusing and disheartening to David, but God knew exactly what he was doing. During that time, he was meticulously preparing David to honor him in everything, strengthening David's faith for the battle he would face as king. Likewise, the Father may be using adversity to prepare you for an important assignment. So don't fret, fear, or rely on your own understanding about your situation. It will make sense eventually. Trust God regardless of how your circumstances appear, and he will lead you perfectly, and that's Proverbs. Lord, thank you for training me to experience your wonderful plan for my life. I will trust you, amen. In his presence, be assured his plan is good. Oh my God, there's so much. So what does it say? Do not lean on your own understanding. Trust God with all your heart. There is so much that comes to mind when I read this passage. But the one thing is during adversity, right? The first thing a lot of us do is say, why is this happening? Why are you allowing this to happen to me? God, I'm a good person. And the adversity is where you grow, where you strengthen. I look at life in a sense of like a chapter, right? When you complete a certain chapter and you look at the next chapter, it's when you look back how the story all makes sense. But when you're reading one chapter, it doesn't make sense. Or when you're watching a movie, it doesn't make sense to you. It's when you look back and you see how God sort of made it all work out. But what happens is along the road, we get discouraged, right? And we start taking our own turns and going in our own direction. And we don't rely on God because we don't fully trust him, right? If I don't see it, I don't believe it. That's not faith at all, right? You need to believe it regardless if you see it or not. So what I'm saying to you is during this time, which is very difficult, especially this pandemic, right? Difficult for all of us, is number one, we have to have trust. And we have to think about, how has this pandemic strengthened you? How has it changed you? What has it revealed in your own spirit, in your own life? All of that is part of our test. So when we get to whatever the new normal is, whatever you want to call it, when we look back, we'll say, this all happened for a reason. And in a sense, it all happened and it was all timed perfectly. So during this pandemic, during this uncertainty, during this time, just have true faith, just belief and believe in God and believe that he will take you through this, and the adversity is part of your testimony. Until next time, always remember, you have the ability to inspire and evangelize through your words and actions, and read the Bible. God bless you.